road. Jaden was 17 when his school counselor first called him in. His grades had started slipping, his temper was getting sharper, and his absences piled up like dirty laundry. But Jaden didn't want to hear it. "Counseling's for weak people," he'd mutter to himself. "I don't need anyone poking around my business." What he didn't say was that home didn't feel like home anymore. His mom worked double shifts to keep the lights on, and his stepdad was more fists than words. But admitting he needed help? That felt like giving up, and Jaden hated the idea of pity more than anything else. Ms. Roberts, the counselor, tried more than once. She offered quiet spaces, referrals, even helped with job applications. But Jaden only heard lectures, and eventually he stopped showing up to her office altogether. By 18, Jaden had dropped out. Arguments at home exploded until one night he packed his torn backpack, grabbed his hoodie, and left with nowhere to go. At first, the streets felt freeing. No one telling him what to do. No rules, just him and the city lights. But freedom with no direction turns cold fast. Friends faded, hunger gnawed at him, and the nights stretched longer than the days. He'd pass by the school sometimes, hoodie up, head down, just to remember what it felt like to have a desk, a future, a name people said kindly. One rainy night, soaked and exhausted, he found himself near the school steps. The doors were locked, of course, but the lights in the counseling office were on. Ms. Roberts was still there, papers stacked beside her, a lamp glowing softly against the storm outside. For a long time, Jaden just stood there watching. Pride clenched his fists, regret softened his jaw. He could knock, he could turn away. Both were possible. But sometimes rock bottom isn't the end, it's the turning point. With a shaky breath, he lifted his hand and knocked. Great question. Let's continue the story from where we left off. Continuation. The turning point. The knock was so soft that Ms. Roberts almost missed it over the sound of the rain. But when she looked up and saw Jaden standing there, soaked, thinner than she remembered, his eyes hollowed by sleepless nights, she didn't hesitate. She opened the door. Neither of them spoke for a moment. Jaden kept his eyes down, his jaw clenched, fighting the urge to run. "I don't got anywhere else," he finally muttered, voice breaking in the middle like a splintered stick. Ms. Roberts didn't lecture him. She didn't scold him for the months of ignoring her. She just stepped aside and said quietly, "Come in. Let's get you warm." That night wasn't a magic fix. Jaden didn't suddenly become a straight-A student or smile at strangers, but it was a start. Ms. Roberts connected him with a local youth shelter, not the rough ones he'd heard horror stories about, but one specifically for teens who were ready to get back on track.